Hey peeps, it's Danny Go here. Hope you're doing well today. So gonna do another video. So yeah, I was a little bit down for sure. But I felt like made good progress. So that should be 7-4, not 8-4. That was yesterday. This will be 7-5. I did just because I was getting a little bit, it's getting a little bit hard to move around all the ped to keep cycling. I did sell about 1,000 peds of Cali deeds, which helped a lot, especially since I was falling. Um, Hopefully that'll stabilize pretty soon. I'm hopeful that some of the skills I got help stabilize that a little bit, and continue turning around. So obviously sunk from. Oh, I'm sorry, I got this nightlight thing on. Let me turn that off for you. Oh, okay, excellent. I think it's a lot better. So yeah, we sunk from oh, gotta go to the results, right? So we sunk a little bit. I guess we lost about 400 peds on the week. Um, but I felt pretty happy with the skilling. I think at least felt like the skills were good. I did not get a lot of meta. That was something I kept thinking about doing. It just didn't happen. So I will be honest, I was a little disappointed with that. I didn't prioritize that. But, I had fun, so that's all that really matters. Um, I would have liked to have done some meta though. I had the chance, I just kept doing other things. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I don't really like doing meta. I mean, I don't hate it, but like I don't entirely like finding obscure little mobs or finding these small little mobs and to skill on. Not my favorite thing, I guess I should say. Okay, so it's close to 700 skills. Mining is continuing to improve. That gain that because of the Cyrene dailies, I'm getting that mineral sense up. So obviously, I see the 2,000 as a critical minimum. I mean, obviously, you want a lot more, but it's nice to have that unlock near the critical minimum. I think it makes a big difference at around 2,000. So um, I was happy with some of the prices for some crafts. So I did some crafting. I'm not gonna say it went really well, but hopefully, I sort of believe, like pet is like karma. It comes, comes around, or I don't know if it goes around. I don't know. Maybe that's not right. That's not a good analogy, right? Because if you lose it, then you right. I don't know, but it kind of comes back to you. That's how I think of it. But anyway, but yeah, the equipment methodology, it got a little bit, but yeah, that one's just ooh, that one's hard. I mean, I wish I had some killer crafts. I mean, I've got some ideas. It's just, I don't know. I think I've just got too many things going at the moment. Once my mining gets more settled, then maybe. Just eliminate the Entropia. I don't really care to have that. So this is my Atlas Earth. Doing pretty well. Well over $10 a month now. I know it doesn't look like that, but I've only been doing this for maybe 5 months, and I mean the first couple months you don't barely get anything, but then you start getting up. once you get to $5 a month, it's pretty easy to maintain that. And then, now I'm over 10, probably more like 12 or 13. I don't know. But yeah, 150 is kind of the standard build. And because they're supported by ads, they start paying less when you go over that. And so there's kind of a tier thing. So you kind of stop at 150. And then you can build up and go to like, I think it's something like 250 or no, I think it's maybe 220 or something. I don't know. But they have that sort of price structure. But they're also going to have launch at some point where you can upgrade them. So you could just stay at 150 and upgrade. That's an interesting thing. I don't think they've launched that yet. But I mean, any case, once I get to 150, it's going to be. I want to get at 150, then you get badges too. So each land pays out. I would say the lands pay out on average, a little bit more in the U.S. I know the price structure is not the same in all the countries, but in the U.S. they pay out a little bit more on average than $1 a year. Now, obviously, it varies a lot because these will pay out 4 times as much as these. These pay out 1.5 times this. These pay out twice this. But just sort of an average of the lands, if you have 150 lands, you expect maybe $190 a year. Which, it may not sound entirely like a lot, but you think about that because once you get those lands, all you have to do is just maybe, log in the game 3 times a day and watch 6 ads 3 times a day. And then that's yours, $190 a year. So it's actually pretty simple once you build it. I mean, building it is hard, but then you can keep getting more and more rewards, although it gets kind of diminishing returns if you keep building. But I'll have a referral link here. It'll actually help you get a bonus if you play this game. It's really grindy because like it's to get a land, it's like 50 ads, but there is a nice promotion going where you can play games and get like extra. They have app games and you get extra bucks for lands, so that might be a good thing to do. Start now if you are interested. You can do this in U.S., Canada, Australia, and the United Kingdom. So doing well. Ludius has slowed down a little bit. Some of my other pet sources slowed down. Misplay has been doing decent. It's a little bit slower. But the pet sites have been a little bit lower, unfortunately. But yeah, just what it is. I had such a strong start to the year that what I imagined I was going to get from all these pet sites is actually significantly more already. This is the first year I've like what I projected that I was going to get. I've beaten it. I've already beaten it. It's really surprising, but yeah, it's good. Um, but yeah, I moved to the new we have a new corporate office. It's interesting. It's different. Well, I was in a satellite, and then they removed like they got rid of the satellite location. That's just the corporate office now. Um, I guess it's nice, the corporate office. It's a little different. Um, so I do these little dailies sometimes. This one you just get one for killing one token for killing one Penallion. It says you don't you get you're not supposed to die, but if you do die, you can come back and kill it. I mean, if I had armor, it'd be a no-brainer, but I mean, I should also have probably healed there, but I just kind of risked it. But that went well. So I do that, come back, get my little token. The token has some MU on it. So I do this, and I kill some of these dire plants for some tokens. It has some MU on it. It's only 1 pack, but it's something. But with that MU, it's like 8 pack. Yeah, I like this. And then like for these dire plants, I'm just gonna do them without armor. I do have to heal, but it's not like excessive, And that's my sort of thing is that if it's not excessive, the healing, um, I would prefer to heal than, you know, just you know, armor it, just for the skills. Because I think that, I mean, yes, the healing is more expensive, but I feel like because you get most of it back, the sort of difference in return is fairly small, and to me, the skills are going to outweigh that, in my opinion. But I know that it's very subjective, but that's how I feel. Man, I'm healing kind of a lot because I just started, but usually if I'm not so, or I was injured when I started, if I was not so injured when I started, I can usually go through quite a lot of these before I heal. Someone else is killing them here. Alright, gotta be a little careful. I thought he was on the other side. Maybe he wasn't. I got turned around, or maybe he moved. These can pop a little bit. I got one that was once like 250 peds. Sometimes you get a bunch of globals on these, but sometimes they're not a lot. It's like any mob. But these can really pop. Oh, I guess there's a badge mission too. I don't think I have the badge mission. I could still go get it, I guess, because the badge mission is only 12, so I wouldn't even need to do more. I guess I should. Mhm. But yeah, I like this little daily, for sure. But the mining ones are really good. You get a lot of XP. I mean, at least on skills where you're low at. I'm not real sure how much value these badges have, especially because I've got over 300. But they may have value for some things, so I'm already doing it, so I may as well get it. It may be important later on. I mean, I think you can get a ton doing the what are they called? I don't know what those things are called. You even got a trade or a channel for it. I think it's like oh, Rangers. Yeah, the Rangers. The Rangers give a ton, but I did a bunch of the Rangers until I got over 300 and then I stopped. I'm not real sure that they have value. Plus, the Rangers are a lot of travel. And then it's like I don't really feel like the Rangers have any MU in their loot, so it's kind of like empty calories. I mean, if you need the badges, it's extremely good and cheap. It's just that since I don't know that I'll have any need for badges, I don't know that it's worth, especially because it's a lot of time too. Travel, waiting for people. I mean, it's cool and it's fun, but if it doesn't have a purpose, it's a little bit like, really don't want to. Probably not. But if I had a purpose, I would definitely do the Rangers. But okay, yeah, you gotta watch. Fortunately, it's a lot of big ones over here. think I saw that. Did I see a fruit? Pretty sure I saw a fruit. Guess not. I'll go back. Just in case. I mean, I don't know if I saw a fruit or imagined a fruit. Thought I saw a fruit in here, but either they're very hard to see, and I missed it, you know? Maybe I just imagined it, you know? It's probably just that little blade of grass that I saw. That's what I think. It's probably it. It's probably that little blade of grass I thought was a fruit. Oh, probably that thing. Something like that, you know? Yeah. Yeah, fruit's really high in price nowadays. So it's nice to find it. It adds up for sure. So yeah, I really appreciate all of the, the viewing and stuff. We're doing really good on viewers. Trying to think of maybe making an additional series outside of Entropia, just because, like, to get to like affiliate status with YouTube, you need a lot of followers. Not real sure what I would do. The only thought is I could do a thought on do one on investing. I have a number of accounts, but the most logical one to do it from would be sort of a newish account, um, maybe less than a year old. But I mean, most of the investing is recent anyway. And it has like a margin account, so I could actually play around with margin if I wanted to, depending on the situation. But I could just like kind of do like my thoughts on that. I don't know if that'd be popular or not. I mean, it'd be weird because I don't have like an audience that. Well, I mean, people would have to find me. It's not like people know me. And obviously I'd have to qualify as like this entertainment, not real investment advice. Just my thoughts and entertainment, But I might do that actually. I probably will. I'll probably do that today. Just get it going, see how it goes. I mean, the worst thing is that it doesn't it doesn't go anywhere. Probably though, I'd probably have to I wouldn't want to do a video of it. It'd probably be like some pictures and talking about it, I have to really think through that format because that would be a very different format, But I mean, most things you can just stick in pictures, I mean, handful of pictures, and then kind of coherently putting together my thoughts. It's definitely a challenge, that sort of thing. It's a little intimidating to me. Well, one, there's the potential is very embarrassing because it's actually real money in it. You're investing it, and So to be doing that, sharing that sort of thing. I mean, this is real money too, so this is also a little bit. It can feel a little bit embarrassing sometimes. Not exactly. It feels mostly good, but because I do pretty well in this game, but investing can be more crazy. Stock market can be a lot more crazy. Um, but I'm also at an okay starting point, but it's also early on in the portfolio. Um, so that I think I'm at around 8% return for the portfolio I'd share in the margin account, and then obviously it'd probably be putting more in over time, just because my big thing with the margin is that it's not really super attractive at this point, margin, because of how interest rates are high. But to me, it's like I want to look toward like the future. I mean, like if you invest, this is my opinion. Don't none of this financial advice. Just take it opinion and not financial advice. Entertainment. This is entertainment. This is entertainment, right? Pure entertainment. But my entertainment thoughts on investing is you have to predict the future. Um, I mean, that's ideal if you can predict the future. I mean, obviously we're at a very high interest rate now. Who knows how long it'll be high for? But the thing is that for margin, the more margin you can take on is based on what you already have in your portfolio. So it, it's not like, see, if interest rates start falling in 2 years or something, or whatever. I don't know when they're going to fall. Maybe they start falling this year. Maybe it's 2 years. Maybe it's 5 years. Maybe it's never. But the point is like if you, oh, I gotta go to pick. But if you think the interest rates are going to fall and you want to use margin based on that, let's say interest rates go to 2%, and then your margin account's going to be benchmark plus, 1.5% or something like that. So maybe they're charging 3.5% margin. I think 3.5% margin would be very appealing for a lot of investments. Obviously, the thing is at that point where it hits that, it's nice to not be starting on ground floor zero. So while I have a margin account, I'm not using it for a lot of margin because it's like 5%. Benchmark is like probably like a little bit over 5%, and they're adding 1.5% on, so you're at nearly 8%. That's a lot, for margin for interest. Whereas if you were at, say, the margin was only, your margin rate was only 3 or 4%, maybe even 5%. I think 5% would be attractive for a lot of things. It would be very different. But the thing is, I'm trying to also just build the portfolio there, so that to be in position, if margin becomes an interesting thing. So yeah, probably do that. I mean, not that it's super important that I, hit. I mean, this is entertainment for me too, but I guess the more I do, the more it can become like work, I don't know. But that's the thing too, is if I do 2 series, and the other thing, I think financial stuff, again, it's entertaining, but something I'm actually doing, something I'm thinking about, sharing my thoughts on it. I suspect that people would be interested in that. I mean, I've been investing a lot of years. I have a interesting perspective. But the other thing too is it'd be interesting too to see, for me, if I make these videos, you know, do my viewers, if I get viewers, do they bring value to me? I mean, if they say, oh, here's an idea, and then because the thing is that I'm not a professional investor. I mean, it's not my job. I mean, I work a job is what I mean. I mean, I'm a pretty serious investor, but I don't have all the time in the world, so there's opportunities I don't know about, just because I don't have, I don't have, 50 hours a week to study it. You know what I'm saying? I got, you know, I got like, I got like 50 things I'm familiar with, ish, and I kind of poke around on them. I keep going back to the same sort of ideas, but there are always new ideas and new things, and that's another thing too is, a lot of things I don't have an opinion on, or um, I mean I tend not to like to go with headliney things, especially when they don't go with my overall strategy. So, but I think that could be an interesting series. So I'll have to maybe look into that and think about that. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do one of those today. Um, Feels intimidating, but sometimes it's just like, hey, maybe just get it done. Um, I mean, another thing is I play this game Go. I could try to put together some videos on that. I did a little bit, which was some gameplay. Um, and it got almost no views and no interest. Although maybe it just couldn't be found, but maybe it wasn't very good either. I'm not sure. I think it was some of both. Um, that would be a huge. I mean, that's the most one of the most played games in the world. I mean, probably not the most played, but I think it's one of the most played games in the world. But again, I'm also not. I mean, I'm like a low-level amateur master, but maybe I don't know. Maybe that series could work. Maybe I gave up too soon. Maybe I just need to be better. I don't know. I mean, it's I guess it's one of those things. It's not important that I ever hit it. It's just that it would be pretty cool to hit partner or affiliate or whatever they call it on YouTube. It's just um and obviously this would be a huge part of it because you guys really watch a lot of hours. So I could never do it without you guys. But also, being a small game, it's hard to get enough just out of this alone. So it'd have to be this plus something, to hit that. I mean, if I was playing, many years ago, it wouldn't have been that way. But now I think it'd have to be this plus something to hit that target. I mean, I do kind of hope to get, I don't know. I don't know if I hope to get back in with Twitch. Yeah, that thing, that was hard for me, and in some ways I'm just like glad to be gone, and really didn't like what happened, don't really understand it, and really don't like my response to trying to find out what happened. 'Cause I kind of got pushed around a lot. I'd like send chats to support about it, and they just disconnect it without even really answering. I view as like a phone call hung up in your face. It was really disrespectful. A lot of the communication from support. They should really be ashamed of that disrespectful attitude to, if you chat support and then they like send you one line and be like, I can't help you, and they disconnect it. That's just extremely disrespectful. I mean, Twitch should be extremely ashamed of their support. So that's all I'm gonna really say on that. I wasn't even being rude or anything. I just, can you help me? What's going on? And then they're like, I can't help you with this. And they just disconnect it. Or even being like really rude, like you're contacting us through the wrong avenue. Well, it's really hard to know what the right avenue to communicate with you through is. So if it's the wrong avenue, just be helpful and point me in the right direction. You don't need to be rude about it, you know. But they're like super rude. Don't contact us through the wrong avenue, like, and there's a really just disrespectful tone and everything. So it's really disappointing. And so even if they did get me back, I don't know how much I would be interested in going back, you know. I mean, I think I would, but yeah, it's just a real, you know, I didn't ask for them to hold my payouts and whatnot, and then trying to get the bottom of whatever they're thinking, and then they don't really tell you what they're thinking. They just disrespect you. You know, that's hard. So, but I really enjoy the YouTube experience. Obviously, I don't really get paid here, but I do have the affiliate links, which you guys have done a lot through, and that's really helpful. So I appreciate that. So, but yeah, if you can always just like, follow, subscribe, help build my YouTube. I really do appreciate that, you guys. You're great viewers. Appreciate you guys. Support, ideas, everything. Maybe I'll call that a video because it kind of turned a little weird with my thoughts on Twitch. But I mean, it's you know, it is what it is. You know, a lot of people have had bad experience. And they're like coming out with stuff like, we're gonna moving forward, but they're just now saying this, like they've been in operation over 10 years, but just now they're starting to say, well, we're gonna actually tell people why we're spending them or why we're not paying them or stuff like that. They're finally gonna start giving reasons. But you know, when I was there, you know, it's like I reached out to them 15 times, still don't know. I have a guess. I mean, I don't agree with it. I have a guess, but I think it's wrong. But it's also hard, you know, arguing something when they don't even tell you what they're accusing you of having done. You know, they just send you like this form message when they suspend you, that you know that you're not in compliance with the terms of service, and they list like a bunch of random possibilities, and then a link to the terms of service. And the terms of service is like 50 different sections, and each section is like thousands of words. So, you know, we're talking like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but it feels like a 50,000 word document, you know? And when they basically when they send you a form letter that's that generic and it's just like, it doesn't even really, it's insane because they basically send this form letter to all sorts of people, and it's so generic and it's so, you know, open-ended for what they're saying you did. And obviously, I think that they're thinking it's something financial. It's not, because I can still stream there, so it wasn't like I don't know. Apparently, it's like they're like, you're not right for us paying you, but you can stream here, and we'll just keep the money. You know, that's another thing that irks me, is that when I stream there, they're still willing to let people sub and run ads, but they want to keep 100%, and that's something I'm not real cool with. Anyway, sorry for that. I'm gonna end here. Appreciate you guys. You're the best.